Well, it can be anything that causes you to question yourself or sense of self, or things that you know about yourself in a way that brings shame or guilt or negative feelings. So that can be something traumatic that happens, or some kind of abuse in which your power was taken away. So sense of self or self-esteem has a lot to do with feeling empowered in yourself, like feeling like you have empowerment or autonomy over yourself. So anything that happens to involuntarily take that away, whether it's a power dynamic shift or something like that, I mean, it can be a million different things. So one thing that is probably important for us to discuss for y'all and for your age group developmentally is assimilation versus individuation. So there's a lot of safety in what we call assimilation, which is very biologically driven. Like there's safety in sameness and not standing out. So this goes back to like animal survival instincts, like animals that all look together, blend in together, and so they're not going to be the target of predators, right? So that is very ingrained evolutionarily in us. So being the same as others, there's a lot of safety in that. But sometimes we default to that and sacrifice our own identity or our individuation for that safety of sameness. So for most of us, it's important to feel that safety first before we do what's called individuate, or give ourselves that strength or inner strength to be ourselves, maybe outside of the sameness. So anything that takes away that safety can lower our self-esteem. So you may be able to look around and see this, that people around you who choose to individuate themselves a lot of times are the ones that have the highest self-esteem, because they feel safe enough to step outside of that sameness. But anything that does that involuntarily can really reduce our self-esteem, like bullying, abuse of any way, social media, online abuse, being called out as different when it's not your choice to individuate oneself. That can really have a very big negative impact on self-esteem. So it's really different. It's a very different experience when someone chooses to individuate themselves because they feel safe enough to do that. But when that choice is taken away and they are individuated or taken outside of that safety by someone else, then that can have a really negative impact.